All right, leaders, welcome. In this briefing, we're going to challenge a core assumption about what it takes to be a high-performing team. We're going to talk about why that relentless push for massive, intense effort might actually be the very thing that's holding you back.
This quote right here, it really gets to the heart of it. As leaders, we're taught to celebrate the big wins, the heroic efforts, right? But what if real, lasting change for your organization comes from somewhere else entirely? A much quieter, more consistent place. That's what we're digging into today.
So, first things first, let's put a name to a problem I see everywhere in modern work culture. I call it the intensity trap. It's this deep-seated belief that short-term, high-intensity sprints are more valuable than steady, sustainable progress. I'm betting this slide looks pretty familiar. It's the culture that praises those heroic all-nighters to hit a deadline. But let's be honest, what's the real cost? This whole cycle just leads straight to burnout, and you guessed it, inconsistent output. You get one incredible week, followed by a week where everyone's just trying to recover. It creates this constant operational drag. And yeah, it might look impressive from the outside, but it doesn't create the kind of deep, transformative progress we're all after. Okay, so if intensity is the trap, what's the way out? Let's talk about a smarter, more sustainable strategy for driving that long-term success. It's all about shifting our focus from intensity to consistency. And this right here, this lays out the strategic choice you have to make as a leader. Over on one side, you've got intensity. It's all about sprints that lead to burnout. Sure, the results can be impressive, but they're completely unpredictable. On the other side, you've got consistency. This is about building daily habits that create real, unstoppable momentum. The results here, they're not just impressive, they're truly transformative. And most importantly, they're reliable. You're not just creating a firework display, you're building a performance engine. Now, this idea of building a performance engine, this isn't just some feel-good motivational concept. No, this is a strategic principle that's actually grounded in the science of how our brains work, and it's backed up by some pretty solid data. So here's the really cool part. What's happening inside our brains? Every single time we repeat an action, we are physically strengthening the neural pathways for it. It's a process called neural consolidation, and it literally rewires the brain. It takes something that was a conscious, difficult effort and turns it into an automatic, high-performance behavior that takes way less energy over time. You are literally hardwiring success into your team's DNA. And look, the data backs this up big time. Research in performance psychology shows that teams that focus on small, consistent micro-actions can improve their long-term success rates by a staggering 63%. Think about that. That is not a small improvement. That is a massive competitive advantage. Okay, so the science is clear, the strategy is powerful. Let's get to the most important part. How do you actually translate this into a practical, actionable playbook for your organization, starting like today? This is it. This is your new mantra. It's the core operating command for you and for your team. Forget the massive, disruptive overhauls. The real key here is to think smaller and way more frequently. Do it small, do it daily. Here's a super simple 3-step framework you can apply immediately. First, target just one key objective that's critical for your team. Second, define a micro-action, a task so small, so easy that it's almost impossible not to do it. And third, commit to doing that one little thing every single day for 30 days. That's it. That's how you get the flywheel spinning. So the first step is a bit of a gut check. I want you to take a moment and just think, where is your team's culture currently chasing those impressive one-off sprints instead of cultivating the quiet, transformative power of a daily habit? All right, now let's make it real for you and your team. What is one tiny, almost effortless action that, if you just did it daily for the next 30 days, would start to compound into some serious results? Is it a 5-minute daily check-in call? Is it making one extra sales call? Maybe it's just writing 50 words on that key report. What is it? And to wrap this all up, here is the final and maybe the most critical question, because the goal isn't just action for the sake of action. It's about strategic impact. So of all the small things you could do, what is the one micro-action that, when you compound it day after day, will unlock the most strategic leverage and push your entire organization to the next level of performance? Find that, and you found your key to the consistency advantage.